Hello there, here we are in the beautiful region of Puglia. Today we are located just a 10-minute drive from the beautiful town of Ostuni, and I'm showing you a 2/3-bedroom property in the countryside. Now we're currently located in between Ostuni and the road that ends up taking you to San Michele. So it's a beautiful area. A lot of properties that we take on here get snapped up very quickly because of its closeness to Ostuni. But also this is an area which is lived in all year round. There are a lot of people that actually choose to live here, especially because of the vicinity of Ostuni. We're actually about a 25-minute drive to the airport of Brindisi and about an hour's drive from the airport of Bari. So again, really well located. You can start to see it in the background here. Now this is the driveway as we enter. So we wanted to do this driveway because I actually do like how it kind of slowly reveals the property. And you can see we've got this sun kind of in the middle of setting at the moment. So we've got these beautiful colours. Now the surrounding land you can see is about 9,000 square meters of land. Maybe just show them a bit of the land as we're walking in, because you can see it's kind of filled with olive trees, a mix of almond trees. We've got some fig trees as well. The usual suspects are all there, but you can also see that they're all in quite good condition, and they've all been well kept for. It's a house which has been loved. It definitely hasn't been done up just to be sold, and you can kind of see we've got the autumn leaves falling to the ground at the moment. So this is the property here. You can see there's a section which has been added on over the years. So this part here will have been added on, and then this probably started from this Trullo Saraceno section over here. So we're actually going to start from the main house, and then I'm going to leave the little Trullo Saraceno for last, as we kind of see the bedroom and bathroom that's located in there. So you can see they've got this beautiful little veranda area here. Very nice to have. This is a really good spot because we're just off of the kitchen and the main living space of the house. So this becomes your kind of secondary but main outside living space. They've got this little curtain just to protect them a little bit more from the wind. And obviously that is also waterproof as well. So it's nice for them to have a little sofa there. Got a little barbecue area out here as well. But we're going to do the inside because we are losing the light. So we do have to kind of be a little bit quicker. Now here we have this beautiful kitchen stroke sitting room stroke dining room. It's a good space. Now today this is about 100 square meters of property that I'm showing you. And one thing that we're always kind of looking for nowadays is properties with good living spaces. I mean, a lot of you have been asking the same thing over and over. Where's the living space? Where's the living space? So finally, we've got some really good properties coming up with a good substantial amount of living space. This is a property that can be lived in all year round. You'll notice we have these beautiful radiators. Now, really, I just want to kind of maybe come close and just show them the detail on these radiators, because this is, again, it's been a property that has been loved, has not just been done just to kind of flip. So they've put in very high-end fixtures, and you can kind of tell in the decor as well that it's this property that's been loved. Now in terms of the heating, we have a fireplace here which is actually hooked up to all the radiators. So a camino is what they're called. I don't know what the English term is, but it's basically, as I say, with the wood in there, you heat up all the various radiators in the house. So very nice to have. Now the kitchen does have a dishwasher. It has pretty much everything that you need. Very good sized kitchen. And again, this is also another thing that's kind of missing. Another thing that's actually missing in properties is a really nice dedicated washing room. So you can see you've got the washing machine, the dryer, plenty of storage in here as well. And you can see there's lots of space in general for other things here. So very nice to have that indeed. Now coming through, we're coming into the main bedroom, and you can see just how large this bedroom is. So really good sized bedroom. Again, you've got the radiators in the corner. Now we don't have air conditioning in this property, but we do have these large fans, and the owner promises me that they're more than enough to cool the house down. So she kept with the fans rather than having air conditioning. Now this has an ensuite bathroom, really good size. You've got the shower here, very nice to have. And again, the decor, nothing to be said. I really like it. Very simple, very Puglia style. but it makes sense in this type of a property. And then finally here, again, super rare to have, a walk-in closet. Incredible. Again, very, very rare to have. This in another property would have been a bedroom. So it's good that she's managed to use the space here as well as possible and just make it a really livable home rather than just a holiday home with lots of bedrooms. So coming back into the main room here, we do have a door that branches off to the back of the property, which we'll show you after. And then finally, so when I did mention that this is kind of a 2-bedroom stroke 3-bedroom, it's because of this room here. This could easily be kind of closed off here. This becomes a bedroom. You can see you've got kind of the outside of the original structure of the Trullo Saraceno. So this is the old part as well. And then you've got the other Trullo on the other side, and then that would have been added on after. So this could easily be another bedroom if needed, with an ensuite bathroom, because we do have another bathroom here, which is also a decent sized bathroom. So maybe just show them quickly the bathroom, and this would be ensuite if you decided this to be a bedroom. Obviously, we've also got the other bedroom in the Trullo Saraceno, which we are going to see now. Again, 100 square meters of property. This feels like a really good, spacious property. And you can see that room we were just in does have access from outside. All the fixtures are pretty much fairly modern, and you can see they've got the anti-mosquito netting on them. So really nothing needs to be done here. It's all been done really nicely, and I love the kind of doors that they've chosen as well as the decor inside. This is the Trullo Saraceno. Lovely to have that you've got the typical Trullo of the Apulian style. So you've got all the stones kind of showing, even though they've covered it in white, which is also an option, but it makes the place feel more spacious. And then you've got quite a good amount of storage space here. Obviously they've got hangers up so you can hang up all your clothes. This becomes kind of your wardrobe in here. And then you've actually got a really cute bathroom as well in here. So very nice to have. And actually, again, for a Trullo, pretty decent size. You've got the shower in here. You can just see how they've kind of hidden the tubing away. But a really, as I say, very cute Trullo to have. Perfect for having guests over if you wanted to. And obviously they're detached from the main house, so very nice to have that. Now just looking back on the driveway in, obviously here is where you can park your car, but there is also a little area in front where you can also park your car, which is where we've placed our cars now. So if you don't want to have the cars up on the property, you can absolutely have that. One thing we haven't mentioned, for water, we have an artesian well in this property. So you've got water where it's obviously it's dug down to where you have water, so you don't have to worry about having a truck come in to bring water to this property either. You've got a little bit of a storage space just over here, as well as a little shed behind that. But I kind of want to show you just behind the property itself. I really like the land. Like the land, again, we're not on flat land here. There's a little bit of rolling hills. This is also an area which again has a lot of properties that are lived in all year round. Now this is the doorway that you come from inside, where we just went on to the kind of that potential 3rd bedroom. This is the doorway from the kitchen. So the kitchen's here, you come out through here. You've got this beautiful shower out the back, and you can kind of tell that obviously at certain times of the day it's going to be beautiful to have a shower outside here. So very nice little addition to the property. And then again, I'm loving this land. I'm loving the feel of the trees around here. It's super peaceful. And then again, you also have an area which is lived in by a lot of people all year round, and that vicinity to Ostuni, which is super important. We're just going to walk upstairs on the roof. Kind of want to finish off by showing you we have a solar panel for the warm water as well. So that's also very nice addition. But just to kind of show you the area as a whole, it is a beautiful plot of land without being huge. This is a very manageable property to take on, and I think it's definitely something which is going to work as a 2-bedroom or even a 3-bedroom. And really the only thing it's missing is a swimming pool, and it would be something which I think would be definitely recommendable to try and put in, because obviously it adds a ton of value when you put a swimming pool in. I think you kind of gather that now. and it's really the only thing missing here. This ticks all the boxes. A good amount of living space. You've got the Trullo Saraceno to tick that box that everyone kind of wants, that typical style Trullo, and then if you had a swimming pool, that would just be the cherry on the cake. So I think that's pretty much everything I needed to say on this property, but obviously if you have any questions on this property or any of the others, please don't hesitate to get in touch, and thank you very much for watching.